Hello, welcome. Sherry, good morning. How are you today? Oh, did you have a good Thanksgiving? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it due to changing weather? I have a daughter who had to go to the hospital last night, and they sent her to a medical center that her liver's shutting down. Well, that sounds like a good dinner. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with her yet. I didn't go to the hospital with her. She went to the ER last night. My other daughter, Casey, they took her and the ER kept her. They said that her liver count was up to 2,000. I'm trying to think about how I want to approach this particular picture. I haven't really worked on any kind of grayscale before, so I don't really know what I'm doing again. Yeah, they told her that if she had not come to the ER last night and just tried to wait through the night and come today, she would have died overnight. But we don't know what's going on with her or why stuff's like that yet. I'm still trying to kind of look through some of these Prismacolor pencils and see if I can't find some browns. Yeah, I'll make sure everybody knows what's happening. It's kind of funny. That sentence, just pick your colors and go for it. I'm a big fan of Bob Ross. So I always try to ask myself, well, what would Bob Ross say? What kind of advice would he have for me right now? I always kind of think about that. And Bob Ross would always say, just make a decision. That color can live anywhere you want it to live. It's your picture. Just make a decision. But I can hear Bob Ross getting frustrated with me. Just make a decision. I'm just trying to kind of look and see if I can't find a brown pencil. That's one thing I've noticed about these companies that make these colored pencils. They don't make a brown. They make 32 shades of brown, but not brown. So I really have no idea if something is actually brown or is it red looking or what. So I have to just go pencil by pencil. Anything that looks like it might have brown. See, this is a more of a purplish color, but it looks brown, or the core looks brown until you put it on paper. Let me see. How about this one? Because I'm still not sure how to go about working on the grayscale as far as shadows and lights and stuff. All right, here's a brown. This is a sienna brown. Okay, so I have one pencil with the word brown on it. Let me see if I can figure something else out. At least one more color. I'd like to do the tree. Yeah, I'm gonna click off a chat for a second. I gotta click to another page over to a Blick so I can scroll through because I thought Prismacolor had tan, but then I haven't been able to find it in my set. So I'm gonna have to look over here and figure out what number that is for Prismacolor. So I am not looking at the chat page right now. I am looking at a Prismacolor page on Blick, just so I can associate a pencil number with a pencil color. Because you cannot, there's no way to do that with the Prismacolor. I think maybe even on the back of the box, it doesn't have the name of the color, it just has the number. So the only way to find out both at the same time, I'm just scrolling through here looking to see if I see a tan. I would like to have a light color for the tree. Here's a chestnut. That should be a brown color. That's 1081. Here's chocolate. That should be brown. That's 1082, 1081, and 1082. Try to find stuff to write with here, guys. 1081, 1082. I think that's what I had. Yeah, 1081, 1082. Okay, so let me see if I can look through here and find 1081. I have no clue where these pencils are, but we'll look for them. 1081. Oh, right here. Well, I found one of them right off the bat, 1081. All right, there's a dark brown. Sorry, I had to look over at the Blick page, see if I could get color numbers and names to match. So I did find a chocolate so far. That's not really the look I'm looking for, though. Maybe someday I'll learn. I don't know if colors are, I'm ever going to be able to notice like subtle differences in color just by looking at them in the box. Because I don't see anything that looks like a tan. Here's a chestnut. That might be the one I want. Let me see. Okay, I think chestnut will work, and then I need, a light tan color or a beige. I think a beige might work, and I know Blick has a beige, or Prismacolor has a beige. I just don't know the number, so I got to try to figure out. Let me scroll back through this pencil chart over here, see if I can find it. Okay, here's a sienna brown, but I have that one already. Well, my goodness. Man, I have no idea what would even be considered a light brown or a tan. None of them are labeled that way. So and even just looking at their their color bar, everything that you would think might be a light brownish or tannish has actually almost like a reddish tint to it or a pink tint or something. I don't know. It looks weird. So I'm just trying to find something that might work. There's a dark brown. I'm looking for like a tan or a light brown. And we just don't have any of those options in. Here's a beige. I'm gonna have to try a beige, but even on the computer, it looks pink. 997. Let me see if I can find that one. 997. Well, I may have to try that. Oh man, just mark my pencil sharpener over because I had it sitting in a different place and I got wood chips everywhere. That might be something I have to do is just go, yeah, combine. That's surprising to me because Prismacolor just don't have that much in the way of browns, apparently. I mean, a couple, nothing that says light brown or tan or anything like that. There's a beige, but it looks pink. Let me take a look in the Crayola set here and see if I can see something that looks like a light brown. Because these are all still in the box. I've actually only used these on one page. Let me see, how am I going to figure out what color these pencils are? Well, there's a coffee. No, that's, oh, copper. Okay, let me see. Well, let me look back here first. I got to look back here and see if I can at least get an idea of what I'm looking for. Here's a tan. So it's not as tan as what I was looking for. It's more brown, but we'll see what it looks like when it touches paper. But it's a darker color than what I was actually looking for. Let me see if I can find it though. Aha. It does look reds. These are reds. Oh. I can't even read these. What does that say? I have no clue. Something light, medium, golden. Huh. Well, this may take a while, guys. Very light something. Red hair. Okay. Brown eyes. Okay. Well, that's a little bit lighter brown. Called brown eyes. Maybe. Where's my other? Okay. So here's one Crayola that might work. Let me see. Part of me was going to do this last night, but those are, well, they look red. I don't know if they're red or not, though. They might be brown inside of what looks red. Oh my gosh, I can't even read these. Oh my gosh. Oh. What they need is on these individual packs, they need to show you what color is in the pack. There's nothing that suggests anything. Oh my gosh. It's going to be so hard looking for colors. Oh my gosh. I have no clue where any color is in any pack of pencils. They make no sense. They're not in here in rhyme or reason even. Here's an almond. Wonder what almond looks like. I can't even see it. Yeah, I just can't. Well, there is one on here called tan, but I have no clue. There's a whole bunch of them that the cores actually look the same to me. So if it don't say tan on the barrel, and I have not found that yet, so these look all green. So I don't, unless there's one here. What is this? This has a brownish look to it. Like a light brown color look to it. What is this? Light golden. So it looks brown, but it's golden. Okay, so I don't think there's anything in that one. These all look green and blue. These all look purples and blues. This don't look brown, but it could be something. What is this? Harvest Gold. Okay, so that's not it. Light medium almond. Yeah. So let's see. Got a medium almond, a light medium almond. I'm going to have to just get the color back out, I think. I'm not, I don't know. I can't even, wow, these colors are so light I can't even see them on the paper. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I don't guess it's that. What? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Let's see. What do we have over here? Red here. Let's see. What do we got? Well, here's a brown hair. So all right, here's a brown hair, and then here's brown eyes. And they're two different colors of brown, of course. Now, once I sharpened this lead or the core, it certainly looks darker than it did before I colored it, or before I sharpened it, rather. That wouldn't be a bad shadow for a tree color, but I can't really use both of them at the same time. So what else do I have? Sorry, Sherry. Are you working on a picture? Light, medium, golden. Very light golden. All I can do, guys, is just start looking through, reading every pencil and seeing what I come up with, as long as the tip looks like it might be a brown shade of some sort. Because a lot of these I can't even read. I have no iron something. I can't read it. And I have that problem a lot. This has a little bit of an orangey brown. Okay. Now, I have not yet finished my sunflower that I was doing. I have a little bit left to finish on it, but that's okay. Still looking for colors. Oh, here's a khaki. I can't even read the name on these things, these pencils. It's like the lettering is painted so sloppy on some of them, you just can't even read it. I think that says tan. Well, it's going to have to say tan because I'm just already tired of looking for pencils. All right, let me see what I can do here now. Maybe we're ready to actually put. Maybe we'll just kind of start with this tree. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit more though. Let me see. Whoops. Very difficult to get the zoom because my cell phone is very sensitive. So I'm going to be using tan, and then I have a brown hair Crayola. So we'll just start with the tan, the light color. I kind of been wanting to use these, use Crayola pencils again. I only did my very first picture with them. I can tell you they feel very scratchy compared to both the Coolure and Prismacolor. It feels very scratchy. But they felt very scratchy the first time I used them too. Now I am expecting to get my oil diffuser today, guys. And if it comes this morning during the stream, then we can fire it up. And I even have rechargeable batteries, and I have some charged already because I don't think it's going to come with batteries. And I'm sure it requires batteries. Okay, that might be part of it then. Because before when they felt scratchy, I don't think I had sharpened them. And somebody was telling me that sometimes they feel that way because uh, some manufacturers put some kind of like protective coating on the core, so you need to sharpen them before you like swatch them the first time. Because I was swatching without sharpening, and somebody told me that might not be the best way to do it.
walking his youngest down the aisle, which to his bladder feels like a mile. Yet he stands strong, dry, keeping the leaks only to his eyes. Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you.
Meet the softest sheets of the season. Winter soft sheets, only from Sleep Number. So plush and cozy. You won't want to get out of bed. Sleep better together. Shop now at sleepnumber.com.
Now, if I had some microphones taped to my fingers, this would make it very, very good ASMR sounds. Here, I got to get rid of this turntable, guys. I can only use it when really, it only works good when I have like a spiral bound book. I can't really have the book flipped open like this and then spinning it all over my table. That doesn't work too well. At least this way I can have a little more control over when I turn it. Oh, yeah, I figured you could because I can. And my microphone is like right here beside my head. So, in fact, I keep bumping my head on the phone all the time. Okay. Now there's our light work. Dee Dee, good morning. Casey, good morning. You guys snuck in on me while I was coloring a tree. Now, let me see here. Well, we sure had a good dinner over at Casey's yesterday. Mason, how are you? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Yes, we did. Dee Dee, did you finish your sunflower? Yeah, I had a good Thanksgiving. Went over to Casey's. Had a good dinner last night. Oh, I understand that. I don't quite have mine finished yet either. I got to finish a few of the leaves. Actually, I almost took today as a rest day too. But then it would be Monday before I would be back on here. So, well, this is a first experience with grayscale here. So I'm just trying to kind of take my time here.
Plushy white for sensitive skin. That's the Huggies Skin Essentials white.
I miss you, sweetie.
Well, this is it.
Yeah. Oh, I miss you so much.
Oh, just got an online offer from Carmex to sell this mom van. This is the greatest day of my life. I mean, this is. Oh,
with online offers. CarMax.
Hey, go!
I was telling Sherry with these pencils, I could do an ASMR video because we can hear it scratching on the paper, the pencil. And I've seen other people's videos, and I thought, man, that'd be kind of cool because I've heard like uh, like on haircutting videos and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll tape microphones to their fingers so that you can hear the sounds at the fingertips. So that would work pretty cool, especially with these pencils. These are my Crayola pencils. So we could get the good scratchy sounds as we're coloring. That would be kind of cool. Oh, have you? I thought about trying to do that. You know what I thought about doing? I thought about trying to do like a ASMR farming simulator, but I couldn't really come up with a way to do that properly. Sorry about my arm, guys. I kind of forgot about the camera being there. Just wanted to turn my book a little bit. What is... Oh, sorry, guys. I had my head in front of the camera. That's funny. Let me think here now. Casey, what are you guys doing today? Oh, let me go look out my front door. I looked out there before I started and it wasn't. Well, I couldn't see any snow over here yet, Casey, but I couldn't see anything coming down over here in front of my apartment, but all right, let's see here. Let's see, yellow, yellow, yellow. Let me see what I have here. Not that. Not that one. All right, let's see if we can't do a little something with the trees. Okay, thanks, Casey. Now, I'm going to try, well, I may have to go back to using, I'm going to leave these Crayola colors out because I might have to go back to them. I hope not, but I'll just put them in there so I don't get them confused. Well, let's see. Now we've got really distant stuff here. I assume that means it's supposed to be colored in lightly. That means a very, very light touch, doesn't it? Now, this is kind of interesting. This way background stuff, how light it's colored. It might be hard for me to color it that light. I'm kind of heavy-handed sometimes, although I am trying to learn to hold my pencil back a little bit farther. So I'm not pressing harder than what I think I am. I really don't know if this color is even going to show up on camera, guys. It's so light. I'm just barely trying to touch it, the paper. Because I know it's just looking for the suggestion of things happening back here. Well, I had heard that. I think I was showing you, somebody was showing on video in one of the videos that I watched. They were a tutorial. They was talking about if you were heavy handed to hold your pencil, practice holding your pencil like this. So you learn not to be putting all that downward force on it. So that's how they were teaching. I can't really work that way. That's a little bit too hard. So, but I am trying to work to stay back a little bit farther. Now, see, what I'm getting confused about at this, I don't know how to color these real faint light things back here. Oh, I can tell on the stuff I've done before that where I'm getting heavier color than what I really want to. Instead of just taking my time and stuff like that, but heavy handed also. So what kind of recommendations do you guys have as far as coloring, like these backgrounds, these distant trees and stuff like this? I can't color that light. So I'm not sure. Do we just color over this stuff normal? So there ain't very much space for shade back here on these things. Because they're so light and so far in the back, you can't really see any shadows in them or something. Or there's none drawn in here anyway. Okay. All right, let me see. Let's try. Well, typically I actually had thought about starting with the stones right here. I wanted to do this tree first though, because I have a little bit of experience with the colors. Because I did that wooden crate. I did that wooden crate. And I did, what else was wood? Oh, that wood panel on the side of the truck and stuff. So, because I had a little bit of experience, I thought, well, I'll try the tree trunk first. Because I'm not sure how grayscale actually works. So I knew to start with the lightest color. So let's see what we can do over here now. I just want to see what I can do here. Do I see the face? Welcome back, Mason. Yeah, at the bottom of that wheel, it looks like there's like a puppy dog or something down in there. I don't know what that is right there because I can see through it. Yeah, it looks like a puppy. To me, it looks like a puppy. I don't know why it's there though. I can see right through it. It's hollow. It's just like it was an afterthought. No, it doesn't make sense. But then again, I find stuff with almost all these illustrations that don't make sense to me. Why would you have floating snakes in a picture? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, it was almost like an afterthought, and somebody put that little doodle like thing in there. But it does look like a puppy to me. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but that's what it reminds me of. Because it looks like it has its little paws stuck up right there, and there's his nose, his eyes, ears. I think that tree is coming out pretty nicely. Fernanda, hi. How are you? Okay, Casey. We love you too. Oh, Fernanda, yes. Let's take a break for a second, guys. Let's show Fernanda some of the new stuff. Have you got your new camera yet, Fernanda? All right, guys. There's my first grayscale tree. What do you think? Oh, good. Have you made a video with it yet? Thank you, Dee Dee. Sherry. Oh, good, Fernanda. Yeah, I think that turned out pretty good for a grayscale tree. My first attempt. Oh, I wish my lighting was different. Oh, well, one day, yeah, I like that. That turned out pretty good, I think. Yeah, I'm glad you're liking that new camera, Fernanda. That's what I want to get, a new camera, a regular camera. What kind of mount or yeah, I guess it would be called a camera mount. I mean, what kind of stand are you using? Can you take a picture of your setup?
Hi, I use Febreze Vapify plug. And I use this. Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first day fresh for 50 days. 50 days? And its refilled reminder light means I'll never miss a day of freshness.
All right, let's go. We might as well look at this this tree right here since we're right here. I'm not really sure. Let's see how we're gonna. I don't even know if we want that yellow on that one or not. Yeah, I noticed it's a Canon, so that's a good brand of camera is a Canon.
To comfortably fit kids up to 140 pounds. Good nights for up to 100% leak-free nights.
Can you take a picture of your setup, the stand that what you're using to hold your camera mount and all that stuff? I'm looking for ideas. think this is going to be a little bit more tough. I'm not really sure about this one. Yeah, Canon is a very good brand. I actually have a couple of Canon camera kits in my Amazon wish list, shopping list. They've been there for a while though, because I can't afford to get one, but there's like I can't even remember which ones they were. They've been there for a while too, a couple of years already. When I was looking at recommended cameras for YouTube and stuff. Now let's see here. It does look like there's some real faint stuff back here too. Something way back there in the background. Okay, let's see.
on the name you trust, only from Fisher Price.
Let me see.
This is a hero walking his youngest down the
Just knocked
aisle,
my
which
pencil
to his
sharpener
bladder
over
feels
again.
like a mile. Yet he stands
Bumped
strong, dry, keeping the leaks only to his eyes. Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you.
What a difference a day makes.
Okay, Dee Dee, I hope you have a good day. Actually, I am enjoying this. I just got to take my time and look at it and see, but I am enjoying it. Okay, Dee Dee, we'll be doing farming tonight too. I'm sorry that the last farming didn't work out too good. Eventually it did, but it took us several attempts. think here we just want a suggestion of a tree back here. Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to ask you to send me a picture of, like a few of the books that you have, because I know it's hard for you to get books, or like any book that I might get, you might have trouble getting. So if you'll send me a picture of a few of the books that you have, Fernanda, then I can periodically look for one of those books. You know what I mean? Okay, let's stop right here. I want to show Fernanda. So we'll stop right here for a second, guys. I about got these light colored trees. Oh, there's another one back there. A few more little lightweight things in here, but I do think it's looking pretty nice back there. So this is the book we're in. Let me zoom back out now. There we go. Whoops. So that's what we're in right here. This was sent to me. This was by a subscriber. Actually, my daughter, but she's a subscriber too. So I got this book. We did a flip through in the last one. And then I got this book right here, Fernanda. Well, thank you, Sherry. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is Dee Dee's book. This is a book by Dee Dee, who was just in here. As you can see, Dee Dee Phoenix. And Dee Dee and I did this page yesterday, or on the last one. So we did this page. I didn't quite finish it yet. So we got that one. And Dee Dee has 3 books, all available on Amazon. And then I got this book. There's a pretty good lag, so I got to wait for it to catch up. But I got this book. And then let me see if I can find the first picture I want to color. This got some pretty cool pictures in it. Let me see if I can find the one that I want to color first. This one. This is a steampunk book, but I'm going to do this fire hydrant first. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but that's the one I'm going to do first. And then I'll show you, I don't know if you saw where I ended up on this Kirby Roseanne's. I still have a little bit left to do on this one. I still have to do the flowers in the halo, and then I still got to finish up the snake's body right there. Thank you. Yeah, this was a lot of fun doing this one. There was a lot to do, but it was a lot of fun. I was going to do this one with Ken, with Gay, but I thought she already had this picture, but she doesn't. So she had to buy the book. So I'm going to wait. And after she gets the book, I want to do this page with her instead. Since I already did the other one. So anybody who has access to Mythic Animals, but it'll be like after Christmas, I think, before she even gets her book, or around Christmas time before she gets her book. So we won't be doing this picture for a while. But I'll do this one with her instead of the other one. Because like I said, I thought she had this illustration in a different book, but she didn't. So I went ahead and of course I was not going to buy the book so I could color the picture and then just leave it sit around for a month. So I went ahead and did it. Oops, I just put where's my little grayscale book? Grayscale book. So anyway, Fernanda, that kind of catches you up. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that. I'm always afraid I'm going to ruin somebody's artwork. So I'm always intimidated because everything's new to me. But I like that one. Now, when you looked at that page, that Kirby page, guys, did you think of fall foliage? Or just like maybe a Japanese forest with trees with flowers in them? Because we had those in Hawaii also. My goal was to do like a fall foliage, but I think it looks more like kind of like a jungle with just trees that have flowers in them. because I got to thinking about that afterwards. In Hawaii, lots of trees with flowers, probably down there where you live too, Fernanda. Yeah. Is it, you have tropical vegetation and all that, Fernanda? Is that where you're at? Tropical? Oh, okay. Well, I want to buy a computer, and then that way and a printer. That way I do have access to stuff I can print off. But right now I can't do that, so I am a little bit limited to having to like get my stuff off of Amazon. Now I'm kind of wondering what I want to do for these leaves in this tree. So Fernando, we kind of have like opposites going on because like you have trouble being able to order stuff and get it delivered. So you may have to print things off the internet and stuff like that. And my situation is kind of the opposite. I can't get anything off the internet, so I have to order everything. Forgot to zoom back in, guys. Now, let's see. I have, this looks like it's grass. Yeah, this is grass coming down through here. We'll put a little bit of light on this right here. And then I'm just using the same greens, guys, that I used in the trees, just to do like this little grassy area back here. Okay, Fernanda. Oh, we got a little bit of a second looking bush thing coming out over here. Very lightly. If I can keep my head out from underneath the camera. Ah. All right, now let's see. I do believe there's a little bit more bushes back this way. Back here in the background. That looks pretty good, quite frankly. Let's get just a little bit more right here, and I think this side's going to be like completed. If I could stay out of the way. I got to do something here, guys. Sorry. I got to do this. I got to bring the camera back down a little bit closer. Now I'll try to readjust. Boy, that thing's hard to adjust with my fingers. I wish there was a zoom on it. It's so hard. See, I still want it closer than that a little bit. the first thing it always wants to do is just jump up.
American cheese is almost
Full
dressing.
size.
Just like a wolf is almost a dog. Dressings.
Okay, something about like that. Well, I could never get this thing zoomed the way I want it to.
This is a human.
So hard to do on the cell phone.
Which to his bladder.
Leave it like that.
Yet he stands strong, dry, keeping the leaks only to his eyes. Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you.
Now, I just about have the background completed. I have a little bit to finish right here. This side will be done. I think it's a little bit better where I move my phone to because now I hit my head on it instead of putting my head under it. Let's see. All right, now let's look at these flowers up here in this tree. Turn my book just a little bit. Oh, you're back already, Fernanda. You fixed yourself something to eat that back? That fast? Oh, okay. Now let's see. Little bit of the darker up here. Let's see. I'm not going to color that part yet. Okay. I think that's got most of the background taken care of there, guys. Maybe one little spot here. Okay, now let's think here. I want to do these rocks. Let me see.
Recently, in a movie theater.
Neil, you're back.
The Virginia Department of Health will want you to stay up to date on your flu, RSV, and COVID-19 vaccines.
Okay, so I'm gonna, on these stones, I'm gonna use some different gray scales, I guess. So this is 10% French gray. I don't know if that's the right one. Let me look here and see what I've got. Here's a warm gray. That might be good. %30 warm gray. That's a little more than I want to start with. What is this? Putty beige. I'm not sure that's what I'm looking for. Just a light gray. Yeah, here's a 20% warm gray. Maybe that's more. A background. %10 cool gray or warm gray. What is it? 10% warm gray, 20% warm gray. Okay, these are warm grays. I'm not sure what gray I should be using, but okay, so I think on these rocks right now, guys, I'm just going to use a 10% warm gray just to give it a highlight. Oh, can't even really see that on there. Actually, and that might be good.
$300 travel credit and a reminder to take your PTO. Add more to every getaway with Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Fernanda, do you guys down there in Chile celebrate Thanksgiving? I know some places do, some places don't. I assume it's just an American holiday, but other people can be thankful too. Okay, I didn't think it was, but I didn't know if there are other countries that may have adopted a similar type celebration anyway. So all these stones are getting covered with a French gray, no, warm gray, 10%. Okay, Canada does celebrate. That's awesome. Yes, I celebrated yesterday. I went over to my daughter Casey's house and we had dinner over there. She cooked Thanksgiving dinner. It was very good. She did an awesome job. It was the first time she's ever done that. Okay, I think I got all these covered. Well, I better just do these to make sure. I might not have got these down here. Might have missed them. Okay, now we'll jump up to a 20% gray. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see. That's 20%. Let's see. Now we'll come back with a warm 30% or 30% warm, and then I still have a 50% warm that I can do the deeper shadows. But this is probably just about the same color as these darkest shadows on here. And we have a 50% warm. Oh, there's a 90% warm. What else do we have? I don't think I want 90. There's a 70. I thought I had a 50%. Maybe I don't. Ooh. All right, let's go with 70% warm gray. Monty. Yeah, good. Thank you. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Good. I did too. Did you guys get any snow up there, Monty? We got snow down here. Not now, but we did have. And it might be snowing again now. Maybe look out the door and see if it's snowing again now, guys. Oh. No, no snow out there right now, but it certainly could snow anytime. Okay, now we're just going to use this darkest gray. Just in a couple of spots because there's only a few spots that really need. But that's only 70%. That's really dark. That is really dark. So we're only going to use that in the darkest of spots here, apparently. Yeah, we had snow here a couple of days ago, about 4 inches. Well, sorry, guys, I got a text message I had to respond to.
The fact that this racist ad showed up at this exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach. That first bite just got better.
Now, let me see.
This is a hero.
I want to see what happens if I put just a little bit
Feels like a mile, yet he stands
of this.
strong, dry,
Can I make this look a little bit mossy?
Depend. The only thing stronger than us is you.
Okay, Monty. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tonight for farming. Now I'm just using a yellow chartreuse, guys, and I'm just going over this gray just to make it look like it's a little moss or a little bit of algae stain on these stones. Okay, Sherry. Have a good day. Thank you for hanging out. Actually, I probably won't be on here a whole lot longer either. Finish some of these rocks. I do not have that book, Fernanda. Is that one of the books you have? Creative Haven. Creative Haven, Main Street. Oh, here's Creative Home for the Holidays. Creative Haven. This is the one you're talking about, Fernanda. Okay. But it's this one? This one? Okay. I'm going to bookmark that. And I'll order that book, okay? And then you have it in where you can print it out. So I'll order this book the first of next week, okay? And we can color another picture together. Actually, let me take a look at that again. And I noticed they had a Christmas book too. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Ooh, this one's going to be like one of those complicated ones, but it'll be fun. So yeah, I'll order this book. Actually, I'll put a picture of it on a post on the post page, and maybe some other people want to get it too, and then they can color along with us. It's on Amazon for $5. So I'll put a picture of it later today, and I'll stick it on the community page. So if other people want to get that book, they can, and then we'll do a page in it. Do you have a page in mind already? Okay. So after I order it and I get that book, we'll do a flip through, and then we'll pick out a page. I know you can't order stuff off of Amazon as easily as I can. So I do want to include you. I don't want you to feel like you're being left out of color alongs and stuff like that, because I know you have more trouble getting stuff right. I know. So I will, that's why I was asking you about emailing me a picture of some of the books you have, so I can try to get at least a few of the same books that you have. So occasionally I can include you in a color along, that type of thing. Wow, I think this is coming along pretty good. This is the first time I've ever tried coloring on first time I've ever colored on grayscale. So I'm not real sure about, I'm just trying to do what I can do, but I'm not real sure about how it's supposed to be. But I think it's coming along. It's looking pretty good. My daughter keeps texting me and she knows I'm live. She knows I'm live streaming because she was in here earlier. I'll be right back, Fernanda. I'm going to just go look out my front door for a minute. Okay. I'll be right back. Well, not for a minute, for a second. Burr, it's kind of cold out there. Oh, look here. My goodness, look here. I missed this whole big rock right here. I missed the whole rock. We got to have algae staying on it. We got it on everything else. I'm expecting a package to be delivered today from, well, it'll come through the regular mail. It's an oil diffuser. Thank you, Fernanda. I am happy with the way it's turning out so far. I'm not real sure what's happening behind this wheel right here because I don't have definite lines. So it looks like maybe there's some rocks that come back this way. Let's see. Yeah, some of this back here, I can't really tell what it's supposed to be. If it's supposed to be rock or if it's supposed to be a bush, can't really tell. Part of it looks like it's supposed to be a rock, but then part of that edge looks like the top side of a bush right here. So let me see, maybe we have a little bit of both. Maybe I have a little bit of a bush right here. Let's see. Yeah, like that maybe. Okay, Fernanda, have a nice day. It was good to see you. Thank you for coming. Okay, everybody, I think that's probably going to be a good place to bring this to a close for today. I'll touch up just a little bit more right here. I need just a little bit of that green right there. A little bit of moss. I think that's okay. I think that looks pretty good like that. Nice. All right, that's where we're at for today, guys. That's going to wrap it up. It's looking good. I hope everybody has a good day. And I will see you in the next coloring on Monday. Until then, guys, God bless.